Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Kundai Karen Mangana, and I'm back again with another video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed watching this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this peplum, this corn peplum. And this is my client. She was super excited on how her dress came out. She really loved it. I muted the sound, otherwise you guys were going to hear what she was saying. So she really loved the dress. It's for her bridal, her Rora logo thingy magic. I don't know what she called it, guys, but it's a traditional wedding. Anyways, what I'm just doing here is to just measure 3 inches or 7 centimeters on this paper. I'm going to be using an A4 paper, so I'm just measuring 3 centimeters. Also, I'm just going to fold it in half just so that it comes out in half. You understand? Okay, so after measuring 3 inches from the end to where I measured, as you guys can see, I'm going to draw a line. And then now on the other side, I'm going to measure 3 inches again from the that's have 1.5 inches from the center, 1.5 inches to this other center. The 3 inches I got it by dividing her waist by 9, because we're going to be making 9 panels. So I just divided her waist by 9, so that's how I got the 3 inches for the waist. So this is how we're going to create the corn. So this is the corn. Basically, when you measure, you just draw diagonal lines and then just create the corn. So please don't mind the noise. I'm at school right now, so I'm on campus and everyone does what they want. So please forgive me for that, do pardon me for that. So I've just created the corn. This is how it looks. So I'm just going ahead just to cut it out, just to show you guys how it's going to be looking and coming out. So this is how the corn is going to be. So right now I'm going to go ahead to just cut it out onto my fabric. I mean, guys, this fabric is like the bomb. Okay, so do contact me if you do want to place an order, because it's just got those killer vibes. I really love how it looks and how it is. So I'm just going to be cutting out on my fabric, and after cutting out on my fabric, I'm going to be cutting it out on my lining. So I'm just going to be using the basic poly cotton. So I'm just going to cut out 9 pieces and just lay them on the table, just so you guys can see and get the rough idea of how it's going to be looking. So yeah, this is how I'm just going to be placing it right around the table, just for you guys to get the feel of this peplum. So the client was happy about this dress. I think I will show you guys the initial sketch, and she was like, damn honey, I did not think that you would be able to produce this. And I can definitely say that whatever I design or draw or sketch is not by my might nor by my power, but it's by the spirit of the living God, who gives us utterance. So even in the fashion world, he gives us utterance, right? So now I'm going ahead to just I've already ironed out the violin, the hard. So please do use hard violin, okay? Don't use the soft one, use the very hard one. So now I'm just going to be stitching the fabric with the iron violin and the one with the lining. So I'm just going to be stitching the bottom curved part right sides facing. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach all my pieces to their lining like that, after having pressed down the violin on top. This is just to make it hard, because you really need it to be firm. So now that I've stitched, I'm just going to continue this process onto the other 9 pieces. This is just to get them to be knitted on the bottom part, just to make sure it's neat. So after stitching, you go ahead just to trim the edges there, just to neaten it, so that when you're folding, so that when you're turning it upside down, it really does come out nicely. So the one tip for the the two sides that are going to be on the far end is to stitch on one side. So the two sides that are going to be protruding on the far end that you're actually going to see at the belt needs to be stitched on the one side. So please don't mind the noise, okay? Like I said, because I'm at school and there's no privacy and the sound is just like going everywhere. So yeah, now that I'm done stitching that and ironing together, so this is the iron part and now it's knitted. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just to stitch those two with the right sides facing. I'm just going ahead to join the pieces together. So I'm joining these pieces by machine, and then once I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and overlock. So I'm just going to create the circle by joining all those 9 pieces together, then overlock once it's all done, because I feel like overlocking is just less stress free. So that's what I'm just going to be doing. So make sure that the piece at the far end is stitched on the side so that it's knitted. Yeah, so I did this in a hurry because, not really in a hurry, but I wasn't in the right state of mind. So please do bear with me that it was not as clear as I would have wanted it to be. But yeah, please do forgive me for that, do pardon me. But now that I'm done joining, okay, so this is the last part, I think. So do make sure that all the 9 pieces are there. For me it's just the fabric, okay guys, this fabric just does it, the green. If you're getting married in this season and you're looking for a nice color, a nice shade for your wedding dress, I would definitely advise you to go for this shade dress, this shade green. I mean, I'm in love with it. I honestly love the way it looks. Yeah, so do go for it. So now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and make my waistband. So here I was just pressing the violin onto it. So you can decide how thick you want it to be. Here I just used 7 inches for my waistband. So now that I'm done, I'm going to attach my waistband onto my fabric, onto my corns, right? So yeah, I'm just going to make sure that everything is even. Just really make sure that everything is even, with the belt. So yeah, so you need to use a tape measure, and if you're like me and I'm so used to not using a tape measure and stuff, so yeah. So before I go ahead to join, I'm just going to stitch the ends, right, with the right sides facing. I'm just going to go ahead and stitch the ends. This is just to get a knitted finish. So I'm going to do that on both sides, just to get a knitted finish. So today I just wanted to encourage you guys to always put your trust in the Lord, no matter what is happening in the present time. The word of God says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but he delivers them out of them all. So in whatever situation that you're going in, and I understand it might be hard or it might be depressing, but keep your trust in the Lord and He will deliver you out of all situations that you go through. So in this process, I'm just going ahead to just stitch the waistband on. So you can either decide to just stitch it at once, right, or you can decide to just stitch one side and then overturn to the other side and just stitch the other end, which I decided to do. Hope you guys get the balance, okay? So that's what I just went ahead to do, just to stitch it into motion. So yeah, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord does deliver them out of them, or out of all of them. So whatever situation you might be going through today, God will definitely deliver you out of it. He will see you through out of it. I know in the present moment it might be hard to understand and comprehend. You might be asking yourself, but God, why? But God would definitely make a way where there seems to be no way. He will deliver you out of every situation, and just keep your trust on Him. And like we're taught to pray without ceasing. So in whatever situation you're going through, just pray about it. Pray. That will always be the answer. Pray about it, and He will give you the solution. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and just stitch that. Really make sure everything is in position. Yeah. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love. I'm really a fan of that song. It's by Lawrence Oyo. I really respect him as a powerful minister.